Hello, everybody. Anthony from Traders Ultimate Edge here on January 3rd, 2022. Here's an overview of the market over the last week and including today. Get rid of that. Okay, so here was the big run up right over here, kind of chopping sideways most of last week. And then we had that fall here this was Thursday. No, I'm sorry, this was Friday. Fell into the end of Friday, and then it came up overnight today, and then we had a nice pullback here again today. And so I was wanting to see this 47.43 area tested. This was the high from the overnights on Fed Day. We didn't quite get there. We instead stopped on this trend line. That's okay. I'm all right with that. I'm going to consider that the retest. When that fell right there, I was looking to sell some SPX premium. I was sitting there watching the markets fall, and there wasn't anything on the SPX chain to sell that I was comfortable with, which is really unfortunate. But we'll definitely get another chance this week. Something else, especially considering our Amazon spreads closed today. One day had them on. I kept 75.9% of my credit out of those spreads. I know you guys are probably pretty close as well. That was a great trade. And then we've still got Google on. Google ended up coming back up positive here today at the end of the day, so it's looking fine. Most of our Wells Fargo trade now is off the table. We're still holding a little bit of that. I think we get an extension up towards and past 51. I think is what I'm holding it for. And yeah, that is that. You'll notice that we don't have a lot of positions on, but the ones that are on here have been pretty nice so far this week. Great way to start the week. I actually personally am well over halfway to my goal for the entire week because that Rockstar, Amazon, and the Wells Fargo that pulled it out today. So this is kind of where we are for this week. Look here at the charts. You're going to see 47.70 right here, and the current all-time high 47.98, and you're going to see that it's actually slightly higher there. 47.99.75 is where it is, and this one actually just a little bit higher. There we go. Sorry. All right. So you'll see we're forming a little bit of a channel right here between the all-time high and this 47.70. We were in it all here last week. Then we broke down below it on Friday, came back up here, came down, came right back up into it. This channel is going to give us some nice opportunities to trade in. Also get this 47.80, 47.84. We talked about these levels last week, and you'll see intraday these levels play a role. They're a nice area of support and resistance for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but they are. If you're looking to day trade the ES or anything else in the markets, that's pretty important to have on your charts. Those two levels at 47.80, 47.84 area. So, all right, that's where we are right now with the markets. A lot of sideways action. We have to get, now here, notice the volume today, much higher than last week. That's what I was saying. Once we started to get volume, we'll start to see more moves up in the markets. And, we finished, how much today? We were up about 0.5% today, and I think we'll keep seeing that as long as we get more volume in the markets. I'd like to see us retest this all-time high and maybe break through it tomorrow and kind of trade in this area, this whole channel tomorrow, but I do want to see us break it, hopefully. We'll see. This week, I'd like to see us break it. There's nothing really holding back the markets right now. There's no overhanging issues about COVID. There's no overhanging issues about the Fed. I showed you guys this, I think, last week. I showed it to you this morning. Those of you that are in our live trading session, where we did have a long NQ trade that we won on. That the futures for the Fed fund rates have already priced in a nearly 60% expectation. It's like 58 point something, I think, that rates will be raised in March. So tomorrow, not tomorrow, it's on Wednesday. This is one thing to keep in mind. On Wednesday, the FOMC minutes come out. If those minutes talk about raising rates in March and it causes a pullback in the market, that pullback's completely viable because the big boys already know it's getting raised in March and they're already betting that it's going to be raised in March. So that's something to keep an eye on and something that could give us a potential trade. All right. Other than that, I don't have anything else for you. Take care. Have a nice evening. Talk to you tomorrow.